Hey everyone, my name is Walid, and I thought I'd do a quick review today on the Impact LX88 MIDI monster keyboard from Nektar. It's an 88 key semi-weighted keyboard, and it was very recently released on the market, so I've only had a few weeks to play around with it, but I have created some professional music, and overall I'm very pleased with it. So let's take a look. Alright guys, here it is, the new Impact LX88 from Nektar. Overall I think it's very great value, for this. It's the price is just right. It has many great fundamental features that you need as a composer and a producer, or any musician that makes music, basically. It has the pitch bend, modulation wheel, transpose buttons. I'll talk a bit later more about those later. You have sliders, buttons, knobs, DAW controls, so you have the record, the play, the stop, all of that. You can, you download from their site which DAW you have, and it will automatically, as you install it, it will connect with your DAW in a good way. And it also has pads. I mean, I don't use pads, but those who do, will find that useful. And it features also a full-length, piano keyboard with semi-weighted keys, which I know that many people want to know exactly or only about the keys themselves, how they feel and how they work, and so I'll talk a bit about that soon. This keyboard overall is very customizable. It has, you can set it up in many ways. You can split it here, and you can split it into pieces and layer it, and you can transpose it. You can MIDI learn, all of these knobs and stuff in the DAW, in your plugins. And you can also change around a lot of things. So it has, I think, 4 different velocity curves, and it's very easy to set up. You just press setup, go into, I think it's C#2, yeah, and you have plus and minus here, so you can switch around between different. And I think that C1, let me see, you also get, actually you get Studio One as well, Studio One Artist, but yeah, I have Cubase, so screw that. Let's see. Here, keyboard velocity curves. So C1 is just normal, focus on mid and high velocity levels, and soft is a dynamic curve that I use for piano playing. And I just switch back to normal whenever I use percussion and orchestral stuff and synths and whatever. So yeah, I'll just use number 2, press enter, I think, there's enter here, and just set up, and I'm back. Okay, so the keys themselves, right? I think that the keys are very nice, actually. They have a really smooth feel to them. And they don't sound that much, There's a bit of sound, but what can you do? It's you're pressing hard against keys. And okay, so one thing that I think is a bit, not so good is that there's a bit of a disparity or a difference between the white keys and the black keys. The black keys are slightly harder to push down, and they are slightly more sensitive as well. So I don't know what that's about, but you get used to that so fast. You can complain about many things, but I think it works great, and I've used it for many weeks now. Making professional music that I've, that's as well as any keyboard out there. I could have done it as well. So yeah, let's just play around a bit with the piano sound. Now it's on the soft, dynamic curve. So when I play very soft, it works. You know, I think it's a great feeling keyboard, even if it's you know, not a piano feel. It still works great, and it's a great all-round. You know, you can use it with you know, your synths and stuff, and still feel like a synth. Let's see if I have something else here. And it's also very consistent, I think, across the entire board. When I checked it, you know, I recorded and did an equal, you know, velocity test, and it feels great above the board. Like I said earlier, you know, the black keys are slightly more sensitive, but I've gotten used to that. It goes quite fast. So overall, I use this for my orchestral stuff mainly. My orchestral mock-ups and, you know, all of that, my trailer music and whatnot. And I think it does a great job. You know, I can just MIDI learn all of these things that I want for my in my plugins. For example, Contact. I can, for example, just, you know, MIDI learn this one here for low pass filter, and, you know, slightly automate it up. And it's, like I said earlier, it's very smooth curves, you know. It's it's not choppy at all, and they feel really qualitative. I'm trying to find something to complain about, but you know, there's not much. I think it's a great value keyboard overall, and it plays really nice with the orchestral stuff too. Anyways, that's it. I think it's a great keyboard, and I would recommend it to anyone who's looking for you know, an all-round sort of keyboard for their music. So take care.